Hey guys, good morning. We're vlogging again today and it's been a little bit hectic. So far I've dropped Carter off at school, Cameron off at school, and me and Kaylee and Landon, we're gonna go get some groceries. We're out of like just staples like bread, well Cameron wanted cheese sticks, yogurt, all of that good stuff, the basics. What's up, Laney?
I need to get my small paper.
Oh, you gotta get your paper? This kid, he gets buckled and unbuckled like 5 times before we can even leave. Get buckled, mister.
Okay, Dee. Okay, Mommy.
Anyway, so other than that, I'm not sure what we have planned today. I'm just gonna go get some groceries and we'll see how the day unfolds. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Ooh! Ooh, it's bright outside. It's bright.
Raining.
You gotta go get your brother. It's not raining.
What is this, please?
You gonna carry the bags?
Yes.
Okay, be careful. Can you hold my hand too? Here, I'll just hold on to your head. There we go. Hold my hand? Okay.
Mama.
Got the grocery bags. I'm gonna carry you, okay, Missy? Okay. Okay. I see spring happening. Tulips, daffodils. Cool. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, you. Think we got enough apples? Kids are on an apple kick. Pink lady apples for 98 cents a pound. It's pretty good. Just laid Landon and Kaylee down. Cameron's gonna do some watercolors. You know what you're gonna paint?
I think I'm just gonna paint a rainbow.
Here's the water. Probably don't need this. Have fun. Okay, so I was gonna show you guys what I arranged here. We have this little, I don't know what you call this. It's like a second door on our refrigerator. You just push this button and then it's like a little door inside. Anyways, this bottom area here I thought would be good for like the kids' snacks, like things they can get to. I still want them to ask first, but things they could get into themselves. So I put some apples down here. These are just some almonds. I just put them here because it's convenient. They don't have to be refrigerated, but also some little cheese sticks, carrots. I saved these little containers from my HelloFresh box. They just have a ranch in there. That way they don't try to pour their own and spill it. More apples. Got some blueberries, some yogurt. That one's kind of hard for them to get themselves, but anyways, these are kind of what we do for like some snacks, things that they can just have in between, you know, breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner. All right, so I got to the school a little bit early. I've got about 10 minutes till Carter gets out, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of video editing and just making sure that my video for tomorrow is all good to go up. It's not gonna be enough time to watch the whole thing, but anyways, when I was pulling into here, I had to like parallel park right in front of like a police officer. Like, he's parked right behind me. Super awkward. Anyways, I'm gonna work on this for a little bit. Okay, that's as much as I can get done for now. Gotta go get the boy.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And how many eyeballs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This one and this one looks like a cat.
9, 10, 11.
Wow. The one with 3 eyes is kind of creeping me out. That one only has 1 eye.
No, those both eyes. That's one eye. That's one eye.
Oh, it's the same one?
No, they're not the same ones. That's a different robot. This is some robot. That's a some robot. That's the controls, and this is the. So this is the bottom of it, and that.
It's all the same one. Whoa, watch out, Missy.
So this is the top, and they have to eat as much food as they can, and it goes into this machine.
That's the stomach.
And it goes in here, and then it goes to him. Then he makes it into sand.
Oh.
That's why I had sand on the bottom.
All right, so I thought I'd vlog my dinner real quick. So we made these little lettuce wraps. It's kind of a twist on what I did what I had in a HelloFresh box a few months ago. It's the tofurkey slow roasted chicken. It's barbecue flavor. And we do that on like a bed of lettuce, a little bit of this mango salsa. Evan made this, it's really good. It's got pineapple, mango, a little bit of cilantro, red onion, I think garlic, salt, and pepper. And then that's that cooked up. You could also do like black beans or rice or something like that if you wanted it. And for the kids, I pretty much just gave them the rice, black beans, a little bit of sweet potato from last night, and I'm probably gonna have a couple of these. Hey guys, okay, so I'm sitting down to answer some questions. I'm just trying to make a thumbnail for video for tonight. Anyways, my hair is doing its own thing. And Halo Top, do you guys like this ice cream? I just found this at our store today when I was grocery shopping, and it's 360 calories for this whole thing, and it's chocolate chip cookie dough. Like, sounds so good. And I mean, like Ben & Jerry's, it'd be like that for one little tiny serving, but this is the whole thing. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm letting it like get a little bit warmer because it says to soften it. So anyways, I'm gonna do some Q&A and just answer some questions or comments from my how to home birth video. This is a really recent one. It's some of my best natural birthing tips just from my experience as a mama of 4. A lot of these are like positive comments and like birth experiences. Stephanie Wilson, she says, today is my due date. So that was February 2nd. Let us know, Stephanie, if you're watching. Did you have your baby? She could definitely still be pregnant now. Anyways, she says, I'll be at a birthing center and have been preparing for a natural birth. She says, it's very disheartening when I keep hearing you don't know what you're getting into and you're going to regret not getting an epidural. But my husband is extremely supportive and I'm sure that I can do it. Thanks for the positive reinforcement. That's awesome. I definitely was trying to be, you know, like that person that I wish I would have met or known or could have gotten advice from before I had my first. There was another question here too that I wanted to touch on. It was like an actual question. Girl with grit. Okay, so she said, great tips. And she said, I'd love to hear the birth story of your oldest if you're okay with sharing that. So with my first, this probably should be like a whole story time of like kind of my bad hospital birth experience. And I know hospital births can be amazing and they work out so well for people. And but I kind of explained briefly in this video that with my first, we had a planned hospital birth. For insurance reasons, we went with a hospital birth. And they had like in the clinic that I was going to, they had OBs. They also had like nurse midwives, is what they called them. But the nurse midwives there didn't have like experience of like home births or natural births. And I mean, I think they've all experienced maybe natural births, but not like a midwife that is based in home birth. Anyways, so I was going with an OB at the hospital. My OB didn't actually deliver me because when you're doing a hospital birth, it's just kind of whoever's on shift, at least for that hospital I went to. So whoever's weekend it was, that's who I got. But with my birth with Carter, I just really felt like I got to the hospital, I was already to 7, so I was very, very dilated. I had kind of been in pre-labor for like a few days, and I mean, I got it there to 7, like I was in transition, and then 4 hours later, I had only dilated 1 centimeter. Basically, they like checked me in, I'm in the room, and I'm like in active labor, you know, and they just like, since I said I really want to do a natural birth, want to go low in interventions, they kind of just like abandoned me. Like I was just left alone. And like my nurse was sweet, but just not very, I don't know. I just felt like I was really unsupported. I was very uncomfortable because like, it's not my house, you know, it's not my home germs. It's the floor is dirty. Like things around could be dirty. I used to work in the hospital, so I know things can be dirty. And not that, I mean, I didn't used to work in labor and delivery, but the hospital I delivered in, like I used to work there. So, you know, there's that. But anyways, so after the 4 hours, they really like cornered me. This could be a whole story time video. I ended up getting an epidural. Baby was great. Like Carter was fine. He was amazing. I tore really bad. And then also I ended up with a uterine infection after my birth in the hospital. And to me, like after that whole experience, like the idea that I could have like lost my uterus and never been able to have any more children, and like the fact that I was just uncomfortable being there because of possible germs and then ending up with an infection, and like they almost sent me home. Like I'm the one that asked if they would take my temperature because I was so flushed when we were packing up and leaving. Like poor baby Carter was in this little car. What is happening? He was in this little car seat and we're like packing up, and I was like so flushed and I was like shaky, and I'm like, is this just jitters because I just had a baby? Like, anyways, took my temperature, had a fever, and they ended up keeping me. We found out I had an infection. It was kind of a nightmare. So anyways, I could do a whole story time about that, just like more specifics and into it. Let me know, you guys, down in the comments if you'd like to hear a story time on that. I just knew for me and my comfort level, I wanted to be at home as long as my pregnancy was like just very normal and very low risk. I knew that I wanted to do it at home and in the water because I felt like it would be so much smoother, like as far as like being able to stretch and delivery and all that. And for me it was. So I've done it 3 times. I've done home water births and then the one in the hospital. So I don't know, I could do a story time like I said. I'm not gonna go on and on about that, but I would love to definitely do that. Bald Baby Life says, currently sitting in the hospital recovering from my 3rd C-section. Loved watching and hearing your tips. Our bodies were made so beautifully and wonderfully. Oh my gosh, congratulations. So her baby is like maybe a few weeks old now. I would love to hear, is it a boy or girl? How big, how small? What's their name? Her thumbnail, she's got 2 little cuties in there. Oh, Hippie Mountain Mama says, I wish I'd been able to do a home birth, but my last pregnancy was twins. Staying home as long as possible, breathing exercises and baths are super helpful even if you have to deliver at the hospital. Definitely. I think baths, like my midwife always said to kind of wait it out till you make sure that labor is like actually starting, and then a bath will either, you know, stall it out if it's not going to be real labor, or it'll accelerate things. So I definitely have found that, like getting into the bath when I was actually in labor, like it just accelerated it. Or if it was just like uncomfortable like pre-labor, it would stall it out when I was at that point where I was like, okay, this is getting exhausting. Get in the bath, it kind of stalls it out and I could deal with it. But for real labor, it just like accelerates it totally. You know, one of my midwives, so the one that I had for Cameron and Landon's birth, she actually did home, I believe she said she'd done breech twins. Now she is like, I think she's like my grandma's age. She looks amazing. She looks like my mom maybe. Has the longest hair, like she, oh, Paula, you're in my heart. She was amazing. She'd done so many births, and like my husband's friends back when he used to live in Arizona, she had like actually birthed some of them, which was amazing. It's crazy. Like some midwives, they have such extensive experience with difficult births. It's amazing what they can do. But yeah, that would definitely be tough with twins, especially because they're going to be a little bit smaller and all that. But I mean, I guess they did home births forever, like for so long before we had hospitals. So I guess they did it, but especially breech twins, that would be crazy. Little French Mom, she supports my tips, and she says she just had an amazing home birth 5 days ago. Being relaxed and supported are the best ways to go. Yes, awesome, congratulations. Again, I want to know, how big, how small is baby? It's boy or girl? What'd you name them? Okay, last one I'm going to comment on. This one is from Shani and Crew. She says, thank you so much for this video, Brittany. Your first labor story sounds pretty similar to mine. I got an epidural at 8 centimeters as well, and I'm not yet pregnant with a second, but I am really wanting a home water birth for the next. But I fear that I can't do the pushing and delivery without medicine. My first labor is rather quick. Also, I went from a 4 to 8 within 3 hours, and I had back labor. Ugh, so scary. It is scary. Now I will tell you, my midwife told, what is this piece doing? I'm sorry about my hair. My midwife told me that, because that was my big fear with Cameron, because he was going to be my first natural birth. And I was afraid. I was like, I have never gone through like the pushing stage unmedicated. And she's like, girl, like if you went to transition, like the 7 centimeters for 4 hours and then 8, like it doesn't really get beyond that. Like the pushing part, it's of such a very, very short span. And it's really not as, like, it's not more challenging than the contractions. Like obviously it's kind of engaging a different area a bit, but realistically, like, you can totally do it. And as far as the pain, I think we're always so focused on like, I don't know if we can handle it, I don't know if we can handle the pain, or like we're thinking about a scale and everything, but really it's just sort of a different kind of feeling. Like it's a different kind of pain, and it's never gonna be more than what you can bear. So like you can totally do it. Anyways guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I have to wash my face, do something about this hair. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.